This dice roll information is what I've been working on. If you weren't here, this is what it did look like. So I had all of these ifs. I had this if statement here, this if statement down here, and it did work sometimes. Sometimes it did not. But it's really complicated, really confusing, and just very unnecessary once I realized what it could look like, which is this. I know that this still looks confusing, but I will explain that in a second. So what I think that I can do here, right now, the way that this works, is, well, if you haven't seen it before, this is a programming language called Criteria. It is developed specifically for this game called Multiverse Designer, which is a virtual tabletop and map building program on Steam. It's designed where instead of having to like wait for a virtual tabletop to put in the game rule set that you want, you can program in whatever rule sets yourself. So I've been working on adding the Cyberpunk Red rule set to Multiverse Designer. Cyberpunk has an exploding dice mechanic where anytime anyone rolls a dice, the only dice in Cyberpunk is a D10. So anytime anyone rolls a D10, if it rolls a 10, it explodes, so you roll another D10 and add that value to the initial value. Or if you roll a 1, you have to roll again, and you subtract that second value from the initial value. So what we're doing, that's what this whole thing is supposed to do. Right now, you can see I have 3 different roll dice commands here. And that does exactly what it sounds like. It makes the player roll a die. So, the way that I have it set up right now is that roll dice, and this second roll dice says that if this dice, so this initial one, if that is 10, roll another d10, have it say that you're rolling for critical success. And then I have this other one down here that says if this first one is equal to 1, roll another d10 and say that it's for crit fail. I don't think I need to have both of these here because there are if statements, there's branch statements that I can use. So I don't need 2 different roll dice commands here to do this. So if this first one is equal to 10 or 1, roll a d10, roll 4, critical success. So we're going to start applying some actual commands and expressions here. So we're going to need a branch for the roll 4, and we're going to need an or. If value is 10 or 1, roll a d10. And that will say condition, and this is actually something that I had over here, I'm pretty sure. I just need to find this thing right here. Not you. first die is equal to 10, roll for crit success. If it's not equal to 10, roll for crit fail. And if it's false, nothing will happen. But I do need to put... Oh, well, I have 2 branches here. I don't need 2 branches here. There we go. So, the way that this works, the way this should work now, is that the player will roll this first dice. This next roll dice says that if this first die is equal to 10 or 1, then roll another d10. And it will say that it's rolling for crit success or crit fail, depending on if it's a 10 or a 1. And since it can only be a 10 or a 1 for this to roll, then I'm just using one of those values as the condition, which means I can get rid of this other dice. And then I need to do the exact same thing for the enemy input. So this first one is fine. I'm going to delete this second one, or this third one, I guess, technically. Dice to roll. And now I'm just going to pretty much copy and paste what I just did. Value is 10 or 1. Then roll for... there we go. Roll for exact same thing. Except that the parameter value is not the same because it's going to be the enemy dice parameter. There we go. Okay. Now, I need to change these a little bit. I think. So I've been having a journal problem, and I'm wondering if it's because I'm journaling twice. I don't think I need to journal twice, and I think that might be the problem. Yeah, I don't think I need to have this journal down here going into the return the return parameter. I think that is unnecessary. Not just unnecessary. I think it doesn't actually do anything. Like, I don't think this actually gets passed through at all. So let's actually just get rid of it. You're going to there. So I'm just getting rid of the journals right now. Values are there. Okay. I also need to get rid of these. Dice result D10 parameter value, because I don't think that they are referencing the correct values anymore. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to start over. Start over on this little section at least. No. Okay, so we've got if... So this is for the actor result. So I do need the two different I do need the nested branch statements. If this is for the actor, if the first die roll is equal to 10, then if the first die roll is equal to 10, you take the first die roll and add it to the second die roll. If it's not equal to 10, then it will do this down here. Delete you. If that is equal to 1, oh, gotcha. Okay, I remember what I did here. Then you take the initial minus the second one, which gives you that. And if that's not true, so if it's not 10 or 1, then you pass through the initial value, which I don't know if it's necessary to do that, but I'm doing it. I'm also going to exit out and come back in, which should clean up these lines a little bit. A little bit. Okay. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing down here for the enemy. So I'm just going to delete the whole thing. I'm going to... I would just copy it, but the initial parameter values are going to be wrong, and it's going to be kind of annoying to go through and delete them. So we're going to take a branch. We're going to need an equal. It's going to be the condition. We're going to need an add. It's going to be the true. We're going to need another branch as the false condition. We need to subtract, going from this true branch. We need another equal, going to this condition. Cool. Now we start plugging in equal 10, equal 1. Okay. Now let's bring in this one first. So this is the second value. Second value. Bring in the first value. Yeah, I was trying to fill you. Roll dice. Value. Roll dice. This is the first one. Roll dice. If it's false, then we do the first one. Once again, you gotta exit and come back in to clean up the lines. So the first die just gets passed through if all is false. The first die still needs to go there, and the first die still needs to go there. First die needs to go there. And then I could have just done this. Copy. Nope, not you. You. Copy. To there. Okay. Now, everything looks right. We've got, like, these top and bottom should look identical. They don't. This is wrong. Okay. Cool. So, this should work. This should work. Save. Let's go over the actions, make sure that we're using the right thing. Make sure that everything is where it should be. Input field, there's no dice. Here's the info, here's the dice roll info, which is what we were just working on. So it pulls in those two parameters, which is good. This is all something else, but let's say dice roll, enemy result, good. Dice roll, actor result, good. Add it to the skill base, which is something else. And then do that. Okay. Okay. This should work. Let's try it. We're going to make it contested skill check. So, now I'm rolling for the actor. Good. Brings up if I want the enemy to have luck, which I do not. And then it just stopped. Okay, so why did it stop? Okay. Let's just test it with the first guy. Let's see if the... I just need to try to roll a crit and see if it doubles everything. Okay. So now nothing is working. Great. Boo. Okay, so now it's not working. I'm not sure. Well, I also don't entirely understand the OR value as we explained. So let's try this. I didn't think that I would need this because that's what this is doing, I thought. But we'll try this. So if the dice result equals 10, or if the dice result equals 1, then roll d10. I assume that that's what this would do, but maybe with the or it breaks it or something. So let's just try that. Now we just roll until we crit. Okay, well now it's not working. So maybe I do need to go back to the other version. Except I think I already saved this version, which is going to be annoying. But I don't understand why this isn't working. Why this isn't doing what I want it to. But I do know that the other way worked. So let's just swap it back for this first one and make sure that it does actually work. Okay, so we've got this extra roll dice. Other input. If the first D10, so I need to get rid of you. So if it's equal to 10, roll 4. Okay, I'll wait to fix that. If first D10 is equal to 1, roll a D10 and roll 4. Crit fail, crit success. Let's just try that. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. We're just testing out some programming stuff. Okay, we got a 1, and then we roll the other thing. Okay, I don't know why that doesn't work. And we rolled another crit. Okay, that's irrelevant for me. But let's see what happens. We're still getting this negative infinity value, though. That might have to do with the next thing, though. Wait, so that does make the dice work. That makes it roll the way it should, but I don't understand why the other thing didn't work. Okay, well, let's put everything back the way it was then. Okay. Now let's try to do it contested. Okay, it's letting me roll both of them. I just need to see what happens if they both crit. It won't let me put the thing down. Ah. I don't know what's happening. Ah. Oh no. I don't actually know what happened. But I can't let go of this. The only thing that I can select is criteria. Which means I'm basically stuck on this screen now. Which means I cannot do anything else here. So... I had the journal working, though, yesterday. So I need to watch what I did, because I didn't save it the way that I should have. So, in that case... I mean, I'm just going to quit the game, because... I mean, I can't drop this, and it's basically soft-locking me. Oh, I got it. Okay. So just rapid clicking it made it work. Okay. Okay. So we just keep going. Okay, I got an error. Which means that one of these is wrong. So, I just need to do this to make them clear. I really actually didn't need to do that now that I think about it, but that's okay. 1d10. 1d10. This should be the 4d10. should also be the 4010. Oh! Right, I didn't correct the stuff down here. Because you... The subtract one should be you. Well, actually, no, not that. This one should be you. Wait. Minus... Oh. No, okay, that is wrong. You should be there. And the first one, the 1d10, should be here. Nope, where is it? There it is. So 1d10. So this should be 1d10 plus 2d10, which is just for identification purposes. And this should be 1d10 minus 3d10. Cool. Down here, we gotta do the same thing. So we've got the 4d10 there minus the 6d10 and then the 4d10 plus the 5d10. Okay. Now I go back through here and make sure that they're all labeled the right things. And we try it again. It is going to be contested. Oh, it was so close to critting. Not going to add any luck. We're going to keep going until it crits. Oh, I thought it was going to do it that time. It did that time, though. Okay, we didn't get the crazy negative number that time. Is all the math correct, though? I need to add that to that. That's okay. So, Rockerboy concentration. Rolled a 7. 7, 8, 9. 9 plus 7 is 16. That's correct. Rolled a 1, then rolled a 6. So it'll be 7, 8, 9, 10 minus 6, 4. Cool. So the math is right. I didn't get any crazy negatives that time, which is great. The journal's being weird again, so I need to pull up what I did yesterday to see what I did, how to fix that, because it did work yesterday. Oh, unless I just put that in the wrong place. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this journal should be in the parameter value, not in... That makes sense. So we're going to... Actually, I don't need to delete you. I just need to move you. So the crit success journal needs to go right here. No. I did that wrong, but that's okay. The on it no. All right, whatever. I'm going to have to redo it. That's okay. This is why I really wish there was an undo in criteria, and there is not. Okay, let's see. We've got the crit success journal. Should it be both of those values? No. It should be... Okay, so I'm going to need to add... add that. Well, how did this work? We had the dice result D10. So if the dice result is 10, then yeah, that should work. Then this dice result, crit success. This is actually dumb. I'm just gonna see what I did yesterday that worked. Alright, you guys are gonna hear my stream from yesterday. Because it was working at the very end, except for the journal. It's just giving me an error. Yeah, it's just that. And this is part of the reason that I stream, because I forget what I do, and I don't often save things the best way at the best times. So is there a way to... It is convenient to watch what I did previously to remember what I did. All right. Well, you know, guys, that was very, very productive. So, I'm gonna be done, because that was actually pretty productive. I realized that all of the work I've done for the past 2 days was pointless or very unnecessary. I mean, I learned some stuff. I learned some things. I learned how the OR works. I learned that the branching can branch the same way that the if expression does. So it wasn't completely worthless, but it was also a huge waste of time when I could have figured it out by simply clicking this stupid drop down. So once I find the part in my video where I pull up the criteria, here we go. I know that they're all linked to the correct thing. Let's try it again. All right, so for people just joining, I'm watching my stream from yesterday to figure out what I did, because I changed something today and I broke it. And I want to go back to what it was doing yesterday, but I didn't save it the correct way to do that. So I'm just waiting for myself to pull up the thing. Incorrect. Pull up criteria. Pull up the thing that I need to see. Oh, thank you. Finally. Hurry up, me. Do what future you wants you to do. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, he doesn't have the journals up here. Me. I don't have the journals up here. I just wrote in the reason there. I put the journals down here. So this is roll for crit success. This is crit fail. And then I linked it to dice result D10, crit success. Cool. So this is correct. And then I need the same thing here right before the subtract. This is for the actor, though. So I'm going to delete these journals because I don't need them there. And roll 4. This is crit success. If I spelled it right. This is crit fail. And then I need to grab the crit fail. Put it right there. Cool. So we got crit fail, crit success, parameter value, parameter value, parameter value, parameter value, crit success equals 1 minus parameter value. Cool. And then same thing down here. I'm just going to need to bring the journal in. So I need to bring in another journal expression, which is at the top here. Nope, right there. This is the crit fail, so this is going to be the shatter icon. tooltip, crit, fail. And then in the journal, right before the add value, it's going to be the explosion icon, the crowned explosion, and that's going to say crit success. Okay, let's try this. We're back to pretty much exactly where I was at the end of yesterday. See what happens. I need to crit though. Good. Okay. So it's still doing the weird journal thing. Oh, I want to add that actually. Enemy reason is going to go right there. Parameter value. Throw a parameter value right there. Enemy reason. Okay. And the enemy reason is this. Well, that's weird because I do have the skill input reason here. But I guess I need to also put one right there. If that works. That might not work. But I'm going to save it because, again, we're back to where we were yesterday. Contested. Cool. So that shows the right thing down there now. Great. So, the one thing I still don't understand is why the journal does something different. I also don't actually understand why what I just tried to do doesn't work. Like why adding the or value for the role didn't do what I was expecting it to do. But this, ooh. Okay, all the other things are right. Oh, no, that would be bad. That's not. That is actually incorrect. I need the first roll. It's going to be right there. Cool. Alright, maybe it has to do with the action or the skill base info. No. Okay, so that's the one thing that I don't understand still from this, but other than that, it works, which is amazing. Now I just need to plug this into the other checks. So let's do that now. I need to do it for initiative. Info, not crit dice. We need info, merged info, dice roll. All right. All right. We've got some progress. We're doing some stuff. Actor reason. Initiative. What? What? Oh. Okay, back to this one. Actor reason. Initiative. Enemy reason. Initiative. I need to get rid of you. I need to bring in the info dice. Main stat, which is reflex, plus actor result, total, turn order. Cool. Melee attack. Get rid of all the crit dices. Crit dice goes in the, or not crit dice, dice roll goes in the merged infos. Actor reason, melee attack, enemy reason, evasion, and then we're gonna take that dice roll. Doop. Actor result. We're going to take enemy result. Okay. And ranged attack. Last one for fixing, or for re-implementing this new merged info. Dice, get rid of you. Okay. Do I need multiple merged infos because I have multiple action steps? No. Maybe I do, actually. I think I do. Merged infos. This might be where it starts getting tricky. Because since we have so many nested action steps, the nested infos might start getting very interesting. Roll for ranged attack. Enemy doesn't have a reason. Enemy reason. Evasion. So now we've got if basically I just need to get rid of the crit dice and do dice roll instead. Hello? Hello? I'm so confused. It's literally working fine with this. Oh, right. Actually, no, that's wrong. No, actually, that's right. For this one, it just needs to be the first one. Okay. Now we test all of these. So, skill check works. Melee attack. I forgot I haven't changed his character sheet yet. You're getting a medium melee weapon. Okay, melee attack against that guy. Except dice roll works. Rolls a 9. Other guy gets to evade. Rolled a 5. He hits. Brings up the dice. Cool. That all worked fine. Well, except that there's an error here, but... Oh, probably because the damage was under the armor. That's fine. I'm not worrying about that right now. Okay. But all that worked. As long as no one crit. So, let's do the same thing and try to crit. Come on, let me crit. Oh, we were so close that time. Nice. Oh. Finally. Okay, rolls the crit fail accurately. Now it goes over to this guy. Okay. So, it's showing it weird. Which means I must still have the journal doing something different than I did last time. But crit failed. Did he really roll a 10? Dang. So it'd be 6, 12, 13 minus 10, 3. Cool. I'm going to say 6, 12, 15. So this should be 15. Why did that not add up right? Oh. That'd be why. Because there's a big error. Okay. That should work now. If I had, like, actually tested or actually looked at any of the previous solutions, I would have been able to tell. Alright, let's try it again. Okay, I don't like this. I don't understand. There's got to be a way to change that. If there isn't currently a way to change that, I would like him to work on a way to change that, because it's really irritating. Because it's so close. Really, I just want to change the dice icon. That's really all I want to do. If there was a way to change the dice icon, I think it would solve like all of this. I'm going to throw that in the suggestions. Suggestions. Offer a way to change the dice roll icon. Default to what is currently set, but please make a way to override it. Okay, and now ranged. SMG. I don't think he can dodge. Oh. Can he dodge, really? Dang. Come on. No. He can't dodge. So why did it give him the option to? Actor, select enemies. Choose that. Cool. This was also something that was working. Oh. Because it still has this dice roll. Well, what journal? What did it journal? It journaled the correct thing, but it still had... Wrong thing. So it journaled the right thing, so it knows what it's supposed to be doing. Oh! So... Oh... Okay, which means like in the merged info or in the dice roll. Okay, but everything's working now. So I'm gonna save this. Okay. So in the dice roll, I'm gonna have to do an if enemy reason is not equal to 0, then roll, I think. enemy input if this does not equal 0. If enemy reason does not equal 0, then roll these dice. Else, move on. Let's see if that works. And he crit. Not by much, though. And then it doesn't give him the option. Cool. So then let's do the melee again, just to make sure that it still works. And it lets him roll. Cool. Okay. Great. Woo! All right, everything's working. So, I'm deleting the crit dice info because it doesn't do anything. Okay. Sweet. And the math is all working right. Did it not? Okay, good. It did take into account the crit here. Okay. So now let's do... Wait, what's next? What did I say I was going to do next? Okay. So, now that that is done, the next thing... I don't know if anyone noticed this, but when I was rolling for a skill check, so the skill I have is concentration. But when it goes to roll, it should say roll for Rocker Boy concentration. But it doesn't. It says roll for Rocker Boy 0. And so I don't know why it is doing that. Because see, down here it says roll for Rocker Boy concentration. And it's got the dice roll correct. It's got the stat correct. And it's got the concentration at 2, which means that it knows that concentration is not 0. So, why is it saying okay, well, let's do okay, so skill check. Oh, okay, I think actually I might know. Well, okay, that might be why, actually. Because I'm pretty sure he said that you can't use the input fields in this thing. Which makes sense. Do I need an enemy action? I thought the enemy action was optional. Yeah, okay, it is. Input kind integer. Okay, so let's just see if that works. Skill check, concentration, accept. Roll for rocker boy 0. Oh. Well, okay. Action. Because that's at the roll 4, which is going to be lower here. Where's the actor input? Actor input. Right, but there's no dice roll there anymore. So actor reason needs to be skill check. I do wish that it would... It should, though. That should work. I mean, it clearly doesn't. Okay, so if I changed that to be... skill check. So this is all working. I still... Okay, so that's fine. So let's just double check that. Except... it still says roll for rocker boy 0. And I don't understand why. Why does it say roll for rocker boy 0? Actions, skill check. In the merged info, actor reason, skill check. Let's go to the info, dice roll info, actor action, actor reason. So it should be skill check. Even this first roll dice should say roll for skill check. I don't understand. What I also don't understand... Let's make... I'm gonna make a check stat action. So action step, actor action, check level. actor input. It's pretty much, so it's an input field. Input kind text. How did I do this? Oh, input kind table. Okay. Input kind table. Table. Skill. Choose a skill. Resolution. Show value. Or show results. Let's see if that does anything. Okay. Action. Choose a skill. Stealth. Accept. Check level. Stealth. So, it did not... So... But why? Does that have something to do with here? No, because that's doing the right thing. Skill table. And then it just displayed the skill. If I want it to display the value, it should be main stat, field name, stealth. Actually, let's delete that real quick. Yeah. Let's see what that does. Action. Random thing. Let's do athletics. 2. Cool. Let's check the stats then. So action, table, choose the table. Okay, so it should be, it's not integer, it's not inventory. I don't know if this is actually a thing that I can have him select. Because it's not like... I didn't put the stats in a table. but I did put the skills in a table. But let's see. Oh, I might be able. That was not what I meant to do. I might be able to. I need an inventory field. Maybe these are switched. Nope, not what to do. Inventory field. Where'd he go? So, choose a table. Oh. Okay, well, combo. This is one way to do it. Move body dex move body dex ref luck will int move body dex ref luck will int empathy. Cool. And then we get main stat, whatever they choose here. Cool. So let's do boom. Luck, accept 4. Which feels lower than it should be. So luck is at 6. So why is his luck at 4? And I forgot tech. That's okay. Why is your luck at 4? If I uncheck with damage and then add tech to this, just for thoroughness sake. So without damage, let's run the same thing. Nope. 6. Okay, so luck is getting damaged. But why is it not showing it the way that I want it to? Main stat, luck, with damage, blank left. I do not fathom. Fathom lacking. The caption what am I missing? What am I missing here? So it did get damaged somewhere. Skill check. Now it just says 0. I want the value. I don't know what the get condition does. I don't get condition. Oh, is there like a set condition or something? Yeah, set condition. Okay, so that's something different. Caption. What am I doing wrong? That was a bad run. Wrong. Better. So it is being damaged, though. That is good. I don't know why. Resolution. Oh, so this is a skill check. I don't have applied damage to a skill check. I should. Inflow, apply damage. This is just literally the health. So. And then I need to add damage. Field. Luck. Value. This integer. Let's just specify these. Add damage. And it'll be micron, keep blocking my view. Field. This will be the enemy. Luck. Value. This value. Okay. Why are you revealing 0? Why? Main stat. If you have any thoughts in the chat, please put them in the chat because I don't know what else to do. Main stat, which again, if we look over here and we just put main stat, we got the value. So I don't know why the value shows up here, but not there. Because if I do action, luck, go, it gives me the value. So let's do a string. Blank luck remaining. So now if I run it, although my luck is 6, and I click luck, it should tell me that I have 4 luck remaining. 4 luck remaining without a space. But why? Why does it do it fine here, but not there? Choose a stat. Luck. Accept. 4 luck remaining. Real quick, let's try something. We're going to use 2 luck on this roll. Used 2 luck. Good, that's still working. Action. Check luck. Now we should have 2 luck left. What? What? That would be in the skill base, I think. Oh. I have this in the skill base. Oh, okay. So I double dipped the damage. Okay, fair enough. Okay, that actually makes sense. Okay, so I double dipped the damage. How do I reset this? Oh. Oh. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, wait a second. It has been doing the right thing. So that's not a problem. Oh, that makes me feel better. I just don't like how it displays. I just wish it actually, like, showed here. Which it doesn't, but I wish it did. Ah! I see. And then can I just, like, change this back to 0? And now check the luck. And now it's got 6 luck remaining. Cool. Cool. And it 14 damage. Cool. Which means you have been brutalized. Let's check your sheet. Because I didn't realize you were actually being hurt. Oh, okay, that's not bad. Just 28. That's not awful. I mean, he's in mortally wounded, but that's okay. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Um, I don't know how to like check that though. That's okay. So it does know what it's been doing, and it's been doing it right. That's cool. That is great. So health and luck have been performing correctly. I just didn't know where to see that. So that's amazing. Um that still doesn't explain to me why all right, let's look at action. Why this is giving me what I want. But this is not. It's very because this should return the luck value. But it doesn't. It returns 0. Like, this is exactly what I have on the other action. And yet it says 0 luck remaining. When he doesn't have 0 luck remaining. Remember, he's got 6 luck remaining. Unless there's something weird and you can't pull that value for some reason. Like in the... What's the word? In the... It can only pull this in the resolution or something, which would be dumb. But I'm not sure. Am I my own viewer right now? Like, I don't know how else to grab that value. I would. If I know how to grab this value any other way. That doesn't change anything. I do think I actually want to change this though. So I'm going to do another input field right here. I got rid of this originally, but now I kind of want to I want to bring this back. Add luck. It's going to be a Boolean. If the add luck input is equal to true, then show that caption, and it will be an integer. Let's just see what that looks like now. Add luck. It says 0 luck remaining. Why does it say that? When there's clearly 6 luck remaining. And I have to figure out a way how to limit actually that might not be too terrible. Input kind, integer, must be less than what this is. Dang. Oh, you can't see it, but I just got a fatal error. Well. On that note, I think you for Multiverse Designer. Alrighty. We are back. I'm going to see how much saved. Well. Alright. Whoa. Well, this is way further back than it should be. Okay, I'm gonna load one of the autosave files. Once I can remember where they are. Well, those are really old. I know. Oh, there they are. Okay. I found it. Let's load you with the autosave rule. And then let's hop in. That should be closer, unless I just did like the incorrectly long time ago one. No. That is the most recent one. Cool. Let's see what we got. It's still back at the same place. Well, that's very unfortunate. But whatever. Let's real quick look at the dice roll info, see where it is. I was double damaging the luck, so did it save that? Be in the action. No. Good. Let's just test some stuff then. Okay. I think that's fine. Now, one error that keeps popping up because I don't understand what is happening here. I do want to add this input again. Input value. Bring you to there. Nope. Your Boolean. Add luck. Link, if input. Come on. Hello? What is happening? Try this again. Other input. Input add luck is equal to true. Caption. Main stat. Luck with damage. They'll say that. Luck remaining. And same with the enemy. Input field. Add luck. Input kind Boolean. And then here we're going to do the same thing. We need a string. And that's going to be main stat current luck with damage. I'm gonna save this in the autosave. Actually no, I'm not. This is gonna be 5.4. And then the skill base applies damage to the thing. If the luck is greater than 0, then add damage to luck. Apply damage is also working. Kind of. Well, it never got to that point. So add damage. This is an if. So if it damages, then it goes to add damage. Which is, let's go to rules. No, not rules. My bad. Either of these. Attack. If it's greater than the DV, then show hit. Weapon damage. So that takes us into the weapon damage section. So one thing that I realized is that I need to add like a current. So I need to add like a current gear section for like what they have on them. He also suggested, or he mentioned that what's the word? Having an inventory for like each hand. is a possibility, which would be necessary because there are things that like you can aim for specific hands, and you have to know what's in your hand. So that might also be relevant. So I'll have like current gear, which will have armor, weapons like on them, and then you'll have in your hand what is actually in your hand. But that's a future thing right now. So I also don't think I need this. I'm not sure how to do the armor, because armor has a value. It has a specific value, but it can also be damaged once it's on your person. So if I go to the armor, SP can be damaged, but I don't know. But I can work on armor ablation in a second. What I need to do right now it's causing an error if the armor is above the it's causing an error if the armor is above. Oh, no, it's not. I told it to say that. Cool. So if I forgot I was debugging that. So if the SP is, well, okay. So if the SP is less than, if the damage is greater than the SP, then apply damage to the thing, which it's not currently doing, I don't think. I'm not sure though. Else, say error. Else, show result. I want to see. I don't want it to say. Yeah, I don't want it to say how much. How much damage is done. Or, I wanted to say how much damage is done. I don't want to say how much damage is taken. Because, like, obviously, I don't want them to know if they're actually doing damage or not. Like, I'll indicate it, but I don't want them to, like, know how much armor the guy has, how much health the guy has left, etc. Show results. Journal only. Like, it'll be kind of trial and error because I don't know how to run this as a player. So I don't know what people see. Else, I'm gonna show Plink. So let's run the melee again. Oh. Yeah, he's hitting. Oh, not a bad fail, though. Yeah, see, that's going to get confusing, though. Nomad Plink. All right. So, I don't know how to get it to ablate armor right now. Because the armor, if you add armor, I don't want... Wait, what other goals did I have for today? Let's pull up my... Pull up my stuff and see what goals I had for today. All right, so my goals for today was test the new dice roll information and re-implement it into the other checks, which I have done. Experiment with the main stat expression not returning the correct value, which I have experimented with, have not solved yet, and check why damage is not being applied to HP. It is. So damage is being applied to HP. Luck is also being applied to HP. Or not HP. Luck damage is also being applied, which is great. So the only thing now that was part of my goals for the day, or my initial goals for the day, is to figure out why this right here is not doing what it should. And then also try to figure out how to make the input kind like this has to be... Oh. Actually, let's do message. Not if. Branch. If that input is greater than the main stat with damage, return not enough luck. Else, I don't know. Move on. Else nothing. There is no else. Okay, so let's try that. See if that does anything right now. So this is skill check. Okay, so it popped up an error, so it doesn't like that, which is fine. What does character info do? Oh, it's over here. Interesting. Maybe I actually do need to put it in an if statement. If no, if that is greater than that, then that. If not, move on. Let's try it. Cancel. Skill check. Add luck. Yes. He's got 6, so let's say 7, except it didn't work. Luck true. I don't know what that means. Oh, sorry. I was just thinking about something and I just came up with a good idea. So, like I was just saying with the hand thing. Oh, this will be good. Well, maybe. This is also a way down the line thing. But what I was saying earlier about like having a field for each hand, having an inventory for each hand. they could only pick what's in their hand from what they have in their gear. Is what or what they have in their current. Is what I will probably end up setting. This didn't work though. It just returned true for some reason. I don't know what the message node does though. So maybe it does not do what I want it to do. I need a way to error it out if they try to but I don't know how to do that. If luck is higher, if the amount that they put in is greater than their actual luck value, then it should error. But I don't know what the message does. That's what I would assume the message does. Error. Add luck. 7. Accept. It should give me an error. So that's not doing what I want it to do. So I'm going to get rid of that. I don't know. What else is in my... I don't get this. Because again, if I just make an action for everyone, action step, stat check, actor input, input field, input kind, combo options once again are int dex ref will tech body move luck empathy. Int dex ref will tech body move luck empathy. I feel like there's one more, but that might actually be it. Okay, and it's fine for what I'm looking for. Okay, boom. Caption. Choose a stat. Resolution. Show results. Journal only. Text is that. Main stat. I've got -2 luck. Oh, from that. Should be more than that. Not what to do. I want to see your character sheet. Oh, right, because I forgot that I fixed all of this before it reset. Let's fix your character sheet up too. Damage. Okay. Luck. 6. So then let's do string. Say blank. How did I do this last time? I did this earlier. I don't know how. Main stat is that, which returns the value. So now it'll say, oh, okay, actually that's not what I want to do. This is, you're gonna go there. You're gonna go there. You're gonna go there. So value, stat, remaining. So this should say blank luck remaining. 6 luck remaining. Cool, so I didn't put any spaces, but that's okay. So do I have to put a space between them? That's kind of dumb, if that's the case, actually. So blank. So that space. That space remaining. Which now should say it right. 6 luck remaining. Cool. But again, why is it not doing the same thing right here? This should return the value of luck. But it's not. And I don't understand why. My arm just got very itchy all of a sudden. Okay, what if I just get rid of this for right now? Go away. Bye. Caption. I could just do that. Add luck, enter luck. And then you'd add the luck. And why is that not working? Yeah, I don't. Still says 0. I don't know. I'm lost for this thing. So, I'm going to move on. Future projects. Future projects that I had written down work on apply damage, which is actually working fine. Other than trying to ablate the armor, which I might be able to solve right now. Separate weapons and then track ammo. The only way to do that is going to be separating the weapons. It's probably going to be a sheet thing. So we got melee and ranged weapons. The thing is, I'm going to have to basically do this by hand. Unless... I'm going to basically have to have a ranged weapon table and a melee weapons table. Which is fine. It's just going to be a little annoying. But if I pull up the table, CRB, I'm going to export the table. I'm going to open it in Excel, which you're not going to be able to see, but CRB for MD. Bring that up. I'm going to get rid of all of the ranged weapons. Delete all of the melee weapons. Well, why did you... Boo. Delete all the melee weapons. This does also make some things easier. Like... I don't need ammo options. I don't need ammo type. I don't need standard magazine. Everything else is fine. I don't need the range type. Everything else can stay, but file, save as. CRB melee for Multiverse Designer. Save. Then we come back in here. We import table, create a new table. CRB melee for MD, import, And there it is. And then I'm going to do import new table, CRB4MD. Oh, no, never mind. I just need to delete light melee, delete line, medium melee, delete line, heavy melee, delete line, very heavy melee, delete line. I'm going to rename this table CRB ranged 4MD. And I'm going to also take out the 4MD part. I'm also, for now, going to delete the CPR for MD. They don't need that anymore, for now. Okay, so we've got CRB ranged, CRB melee. Save. To there. Okay. Now I'm going to take a real quick, wrong button. I'm going to take a real quick water break. And then I will be right back.